Hello everyone, it's Casey LaCourse, the host of this video showcase, Hearts of the West. I'm back from Australia. I've been back, but I had one of the best times ever. I was there at the Mildura Wentworth Country Music Festival, and it was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. And I went from Mildura to Sydney. Sydney was lovely. The people were very nice. Everywhere I went in Australia, everybody was so nice. And it was funny because I was the one with the accent and I was the foreigner. So that was a bit of an adjustment, but I still had a good time. And Sydney, as I was saying, the harbor was incredible. The architecture is really something to see. And then I went on to the Great Barrier Reef and got in the water, and I really enjoyed that. Got a great sunburn that turned into a nice tan. Anyway, so I am back on Hearts of the West. Going to get it going again. It's going to be on twice a month on Tuesdays now. And today's guest, this is an Australian, as you can see, this is an Australian showcase. And I'm very fortunate that I met these two gentlemen. Neil MacArthur is an outstanding comedic poet and performance artist. And he's also called the Rat Bag of Rhyme. And somehow after it fits. I love you, Neil, but yeah, you are the Rat Bag of Rhyme and you are really outstanding. He travels Australia to keep alive their unique heritage and Australian traits. And he's great. He's everywhere in Australia. You're going to really enjoy this. I also have Dwayne Elix, a multi-talented musician and performer from New South Wales. And I'll have Dwayne on. I've had Dwayne on before, and he's a great hit. So you're going to really enjoy this. Now, when I was there, I was staying at the Mildura Grand Hotel, and it's right along a park and the Murray River. The Murray River is a big deal in Australia, especially in Mildura. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it is the third navigational river in the world. I think the other two are the Nile and the Amazon, but the Murray River is third, and it is beautiful. It's clean, it's clear, the park surrounding it is green. So when I was there, I was inspired one morning to write a poem about the Murray River, and that's the title of this. I woke up on the Murray, the sky a lovely shade of pink. It seemed to call to me and give me pause to think. How lucky I am that God, in all his grace, has sent me to this place. The day is breaking and wind blowing, light as a feather. Busy day, friends to meet, Kerrigan, Neil, Robin, Joy, and Heather. A new adventure has begun. I don't know how it ends, but I'm certain no matter what, I'm sure to have some fun. The sun is waking up, warming all of Mother Earth, slowly, not too fast, drinking in all it can. We want it to last. The spirit of the indigenous lives in the beauty of no hurry in this lovely place you've all shared with me right here on the Murray. All right, folks, and there you have it. And let's get on with the showcase. You're going to enjoy this one, and crank your ear up a bit because we have Aussie accents, and they're a lot of fun. All right, see ya, and remember, as the Cheshire Cat said in Alice in Wonderland, an adventure requires the first step. Take it. I did.
You see, the ladies at Cow Creek decided they should learn first aid. Just Mrs. Johnson's husband cut his foot off with the spade. She saw the poor old fella fall and thought it was his heart, and then killed him jumping on his chest trying to make it start. So they formed themselves a first aid club and hired out a hall which needed a bit of fixing up, so 'twas I got the call. Being the town's own handyman, I've got a hammer as proof. I turned up during their meeting to fix the iron on their roof. I set me ladder up, I dropped me hammer in its sheath, and with a tube of super glue clenched between me teeth, I've grabbed me trusty nail gun, I've climbed to the highest rung. It's around about this time that the trouble all begun, because a bloody magpie swooped me, and as I went to duck, I bit down on that super glue, and my teeth and lips got stuck. So I grabbed the nail gun, I tried to shoot the magpie dead, but the bloody thing's backfired and shot 2 nails into my head. So I grabbed me hammer and whipped them out. I was gradually growing madder when I slipped and lost me footing on that rotten mongrel ladder. But I landed on the grass, which was soft from rainy weather. Head was hurting something fierce, my mouth was stuck together, but other than that I was pretty good. It only hurt me pride when the Cow Creek Ladies First Aid Club come tearing on outside. I tried to move my lips and tell them that I was all right, but they saw the puncture marks in my head and someone said, "Snake bite." I felt this pang of panic, this sense of fear and dread as they applied these pressure bandages tightly around my head. And then one old girl suggested that to keep the poison in check, they apply a flaming tourniquet around my bloody neck. I'm trying to fight them off, but they splintered all my limbs. I couldn't see, I couldn't scream, so I started humming hymns. And I thought my prayers were answered when I heard one of them call, "Let's toss him in the ute and take him off to hospital." But that's when I learnt the terror of being dumb and blind, for whoever drove managed to hit every pothole she could find. And me body tossed with jerks and thumps as I was thrown about. "Oh, he's having a fit," one lady said. We have to take his kidney out." I thrashed like a dying lizard as I heard her draw the blade, tried to knock myself unconscious as his incision was swiftly made. "Yes," she said, "look at his lungs, oh, his liver's starting to rot. Oh, well, I've got him over and then we'd best remove the lot." By this time I was passing out, and glad I must say, when they started belting me round the head, "Don't let him pass away." That's when I swore in the grave of the bloke, he'll build our local pub. If I lived, I'd live to seek revenge at that bloody first aid club. But for now I was quite content to die. Dance the old St Vitus dance, when someone started cutting up the left leg of my pants. Now that morning I'd used green paint on the fence and well, hadn't had time to get clean. "Oh," she said, "look at his leg, the poor bugger's got gangrene." I've screamed the silent scream of the dead as they started the amputation, while other old girls fished round in me guts performing operations, vasectomies, appendicectomies. I couldn't even shout. And then the vet's wife started desexing me, and well, that's when I passed out. But I came to in the hospital, or at least what's left of me did. Saw the damage these old girls had done on near on flip me lid. But the bloke in the bed beside me, he was looking even sadder. He said, "What happened to you?" I said, "I think I fell off a ladder." We're both missing vital organs and the odd occasional limb, but at least they'd prized my mouth apart, so I asked what happened to him. He said he was happily strolling home from a quiet night at the pub when a ute load of women ran him down and stopped to fix him up. So I finally left that hospital, minus half my guts, new prosthetic leg and a pair of synthetic nuts. And I promised that if I got crook, I'd drink myself to death in the pub before putting myself in the hands of the Cow Creek Ladies First Aid Club. They didn't want to kick them.
Okay, we're going to kick off on time. I'm going to tell you a few things throughout the day, going to share some stories, tell a yarn if the newsos are taking their time to get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, to open up the mall showcase for 2022 at the brand new Mildura Wentworth Country Music Festival, please welcome a stalwart of all things Mildura, Mr. Dwayne Elix.
Yay! Thank you very much, and a good morning to Sunraiser. I'd like to start with a Sunraiser song.
Hang on, they use a little thing here. Here we go.
The sun's coming over the horizon, the song from the birds fill my ears. The air smells of orange blossom, the orchards are green this time of year. There's miles and miles of grapevines, as far as the eye can see. The vintage will bring us a good wine, it surely is lucky country. Good morning, family, I'm so glad to be here, you know. Such a beautiful part of Australia, where the Darling and the Murray rivers flow. ocean, going towards those plains. Like Mother Nature spend more time devotion to weed the rivers through that terrain. I see bees busy making honey as wildflowers born the morning sun. And dewdrops on cobwebs of gum trees just sparkling like Christmas lights just hung. Good morning, sun rays, yeah. I'm so glad to be here, you know. Such a beautiful part of Australia, where the Darling and the Murray rivers flow. Good morning, sun rays, yeah. I'm so glad to be here, you know. Such a beautiful part of Australia, where the Darling and the Murray rivers flow.